Hey, good morning. Excuse me. Welcome to Hobby Evolution episode 1263. Happy Friday. Wait, no, it's Saturday. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the weekend. I've got a zit on my nose. My hair's all wacky. Today's a hat day. Today is Pearl Jam Day, hat day, Saturday. Welcome to the weekend. Maybe card show day for some of you. I don't think there's any card shows in our region today, August 31st. Today's mom's birthday. Today is my mom's birthday, so I will have to give her a call later today. August 31st, Labor Day weekend, 3-day weekend for most of you. It was the opening of high school football season last night in the state of Illinois. I did watch my alma mater, who's not the Anawan Braves anymore. In fact, they haven't been the Anawan Braves since 2007. They now co-op with, when I was in high school, our rival, the Wethersfield Flying Geese, and together they are known as the Anawan Wethersfield Titans. And they they played Donald Davis's team last night and put a whipping on the Rebels, 42-0. So I was able to watch. I watched the first half. Unfortunately, Anawan had a couple injuries. Quarterback Brody Childs, which is really weird because I went to school with his mom and dad, and then Zeb Rashid, who's nephew of my brother-in-law, all-state running back, went down with an injury. Had a 52-yard. It was crazy because Childs had a 40-yard touchdown pass and then it was out of the game with an injury. Didn't come back. Rashid had a 52-yard touchdown run and then broke off for another long run a little bit later on the next drive, maybe. And he went out of the game. So hopefully those kids are on the mend and will be back on the field soon. So Anawan Wethersfield, big 42-0 win. I know Dave Arnold, he's probably not here. He's a teacher, so he sleeps in on Saturdays. His Bushnell Prairie City Spartans put a whipping on Peoria Heights last night. So it was fun. For whatever reason last year, Wethersfield has like a audio AV department with audio visual. So there's also the NFHS network, so National Federation of High Schools. You can pay a subscription. It's kind of like MLB TV or NFL Sunday Ticket, where you can subscribe for a monthly fee and you can get any games you want. So you can watch high school games all over the country. So my school, my alma mater was part of that. Now, sometimes it's always up to the host school. So Wethersfield does a fantastic job and they have audio with it and they have the video and it's, HD. Sometimes there's a score bug. Last night they didn't have a score bug going, so I don't know what was up with that. But then sometimes they go to another school and they just have a camera. And half the time, whoever's operating the camera is probably texting on their phone, not paying attention to the game. And so you're looking over here and there's no action. There's no score. You can't see the scoreboard. You don't know what's going on because there's no play-by-play. And it's like, I'm paying a subscription for this. So fortunately, Wethersfield puts it on their website also. So I was able to just stream it on my TV, just go to the website, geese230.com, and bring that up. And I think next week, I don't know who they play next week. I can't remember, but hopefully it's on the website next week. So a little high school football. My neighbor actually, I took Ernie out to play with Rookie, the neighbor dog. And my neighbor said he's the death metal drummer. And he's like, we're going to the Verona game tonight. Do you want to go? And I'm like, no, no, I really don't. But Ernie also met Rosie and the Chihuahuas. So Rosie and the Chihuahuas are neighbor dogs. I've known them. I've known them for, I don't know, a year, 6 months. I don't know. Had no idea what the person's name is. but I know the three dogs, Rosie and the Chihuahuas. The Chihuahuas do have names, Rowdy and Julius. So Ernie, we were outside, and Rosie and the Chihuahuas were coming down the sidewalk, and so we went over and we met. Ernie was very good. So Ernie getting to meet the neighbor dogs. John Keating is here. He says, "Jesus, dude, it's high school kids for crying out loud. It's not Disney Plus." Sometimes it is like the professionals. Sometimes they'll stream in audio from like the radio stations. Sometimes, the professor or the teacher of the classes will do the audio or run the camera or whatever, be the producer. So there you go. What else is going on? So that was Friday. Hey, I did make a Walmart run yesterday. So I happened to be in Walmart the other day. I needed envelopes. And what do you know? The envelopes that I buy were on clearance. Now, that's good and bad. The good is they're a little cheaper. The bad is they might be discontinued. But they're also envelopes. I'm sure there will be other envelopes made. So I'm not worried about envelopes going on clearance because I'll be able to find more envelopes out there somewhere. So I've been using for single card orders or even, up to 2-3 cards in a card saver. I've been using the smaller envelopes, which I was like anti number 6 envelopes for a long, long time up until just a few months ago. Now I love them. Now I prefer the small number 6, and they're like $0.50 a piece on clearance, $0.50 a piece. And then I'll use number 10s for the multi-card orders. And so when I was at Walmart the other day, clearance $1.50 on the number 6 gummed envelopes. And I don't care. Normally I like pick and seal or pull and peel or whatever the hell they call it. Normally I like that. But with the number 6, the 4x6 shipping label fits perfectly over the number 6. I didn't like it. Slowed me down at first just because I didn't have an efficient way to do it, but now it's like super easy. So I was in Walmart the other day, the number 6s on clearance. I bought like 10 of them. There were still a few on the shelf. I went back. I had to get, I ran out of bubble mailers this week. Now I buy 200. Now I get a $50 coupon through my eBay store. And then I have to pay like $12 or $15 because I get 200 bubble mailers at a time. And typically I'll run out of bubble. It's almost like perfect timing. I go through 200 bubble mailers in 3 months' time. It's almost like as soon as the quarter is up, boom, I'm out of envelopes. Well, now I ran out of bubble mailers this week. I had some extras lying around that I bought previously at Walmart, just kind of some backup bubble mailers. So I put my order in, used my coupon. You still have another month. Make sure you use that coupon for your supplies if you have an eBay store. So I bought my 200 bubble mailers from eBay. I went back to because I ran out of my backup bubble mailers. So I went back to Walmart yesterday, and they had 4 of the number 6 envelopes on clearance. So I took those 4, and then John says, how many times have we argued about number 6 being the best envelopes to use? We've argued about it. I've been using number 6 envelopes for maybe not a year, but probably 6 months now. I was anti number 6 envelope for a long, long time. You were right. John Keating was right. Number 6 for single card orders, certainly the best and my preferred method. I also have, if envelopes get damaged, we won't go over envelope pronunciation. But usually when they get jammed up in machines, it's number 10s that get jammed up. So I am fully on board number 6. Back to envelope, or back to my Walmart run. So I pick up the 4 boxes that are left. And I start scanning the other envelopes to see, are they on clearance? There were a couple other boxes of envelopes on clearance, but not what I wanted. So then I went to the bubble mailers, and holy shit, they have bubble mailers on clearance. So they have 30 packs, kind of like Busch Light and Stones, 30 Stones. They have 30 packs of bubble mailers. The 6x9, I think, is what the size is, for $7, which comes out to be about 23 cents, which is a great deal in small volume. Now you can get that price point down if you want. I wouldn't go buy 1,000 of them at that price. You can find better deals. But if you don't use that many bubble mailers, in my instance, I needed them that day. I needed them yesterday. And then there were three packs left. I bought all 3 packs just to have as backup for the next time around. Now, I have been using bubble mailers faster. This time it took me a little less than 2 months to use up 200 bubble mailers. So I've been shipping out more higher end cards, more volume orders where it requires a bubble mailer. So it may be an instance where I'm going to have to go find a bulk supplier of bubble mailers and get that cost down. But if you only need a couple packs, you can pay 23 cents per. Typically, I think at Walmart, it's going to run you, I think a regular price was 35 to 40 cents per. So a decent discount on those. One more thing as I was at Walmart. By the way, don't go to Walmart at 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. Oh, what a shit show. I should have known better. But anyway, as I'm rolling my cart back up to the front, I'm like, I'm going to check out the card section, which I haven't done in quite some time. But there's something that I'm kind of interested in. When I made my Costco run the other day, I'm like, I'm going to see if they have those Score a Treat cards. They did not at Costco. So I went to Walmart, and they did. They had the Score a Treat football cards. So it's $30 for a 40 pack. And the packs only have 3 cards each. So I did buy that. Let's go to the chat before we dive into the Score a Treat, because I want to give a little review on my thoughts, because I have both positives and negatives on the Score a Treat. Now, there was a whole buy. I think they may have just been stocked. I didn't go in there and buy all of them. In fact, I only bought one. And it was purely just to see what it's all about and maybe throw some football. These are probably going to be 99-cent free shipping cards in my eBay store, because, there's a lot of them. They're cheap. And it gets me some football. There might be some people wanting some of these. So we'll see. I'll do some 99-cent. I don't know if I'll get them up today. I've got to hit the road in a few hours. So maybe Monday I'll list these. All right, let's go to the chat, and then we'll talk about Score a Treat football card. SoCal guys in the house. Happy Saturday. Kevin's here. Good morning, Lakeland, Florida. What's happening? Red Light 34 is in the house. Good morning. Mr. Archer is here. What's happening? Johnny Boy Cards is here. Good morning. John says, so for the injuries, turf was probably wet. It was. It's not turf, it's grass. The grass was wet. I did hear the announcer mention that early on in the game. I don't think these were definitely not cramping injuries, which is typically the injuries that happen week 1, week 2 in the Illinois high school football season is usually cramping. That's what at first when the running back went down, because he pulled up like a cramp. But I don't think he came back into the game. But they were also up like by that point 35-0. So, or maybe it was 21-0, but wasn't any reason to bring him back out. But usually it's cramping because it's hot, it's humid, and you need those electrolytes. Eat some bananas on the sidelines, drink some Gatorade. Philly Joe is here. Good morning. Happy Saturday. It's Mow the Lawn Day. Enjoy. John says AV Club are the true hip people in high school. It's the clique to be in. I went to Anawan. We didn't have an AV Club. In Anawan, it was the FFA, baby. That was the club to be in. Cooter's in the house. Good morning. What is the evapotranspiration forecast for Wisconsin today? I think it's better. It's been a little cooler today, or the last day or two. John says, Jesus, dude, it's high school kids, for crying out loud, not Disney Plus. We hit on that. Brian Wolf, good morning. Doing a card show tomorrow in Lake Worth, Florida. Good luck. John says, I call my private parts Rosie and the Chihuahua. Zach says, first, the name Rookie is an awesome dog name. Second, Rosie and the Chihuahuas is an awesome band name. Yeah, Rosie and the Chihuahuas. Cooter says, happy to see Keating made bail after hanging with Mike Petty. Yeah, John and Mike hanging out in Vegas, no less. Keating is in Vegas because the Garvey campaign won't allow him to get any further west per a pending lawsuit. Card Safari's in the house. What's going on? Hey, I got Card Safari, had the auctions of 69 autos. Thank you, sir. I received my Al Spangler yesterday. I got outbid on all the others, but thank you. Appreciate that. Red Light 34 says, be on the lookout. John, I sent you a card. Hopefully you don't have it yet. Let's see. John says, how many times have we argued about number 6 being the best envelope to use? Now you try to slip this in. I'm in Simi Valley. Mike Petty doesn't go to Vegas. Vegas goes to him. Steve in the house. What's going on? 3-day weekend. Happy Labor Day weekend. Envelopes. Envelopes. N. It's not in. N. Not on. N. Orlando's in the house. Good morning. I said we weren't going to get into that debate. Here we are. Zach and Porter says the number 9 envelope is the Anthony Rendon of envelopes. John says, thank you, Mike. I'm away from home until September 23rd. There will be an epic mail day when I get home. Holy shit, that's like a month. That will be an epic mail day. Cooter says Supply Hut is usually very reasonable for boxes and mailers. Fast shipping. I'm going to put that in the old Google machine right now. Supply Hut. Are they Uline or are they separate from Uline? Uline is, there it is, Supply. Oh, it's all those are sponsored ads. Uline, eBay, ePackage Supply, packaging supplies. There's old Supply Hut. Supply Hut. Bubble mailers. Kraft. They're probably the cheapest ones, right? Kraft. What do I, 6x10 number zeros? Those are what I get. Let's see. You can buy a pallet. So is this right? Let's see. So if you get 1,000, 1,000 is 137. So is that 13 cents? Yeah, that sounds right. 13 cents. That is a good deal. Supply Hut. All right, I'll check in some. What type of boxes do they have? Because I don't need a crazy amount of. Do they have envelopes? Boxes. Doesn't look like they have regular envelopes. Oh, they have white boxes, rectangular boxes, moving boxes. I wonder if the white boxes are good for cards. I guess I'll have to get the dimensions on what card boxes are. Let's just say 3 3x2. I don't know if that's a card size box or not. Those look kind of odd shaped. What if you buy 500 of them for $140? That sounds like a good deal. I got to do my calculator. That's 28 cents a box. That's a pretty good deal. Supply Hut. Thank you, Cooter. Dan's in the house. What's up? Red Light 34 says you're welcome to John. John says Anthony Rendon was discussed last night at length, as was the greatest athlete of all time, Mike Trout. Imagine how that conversation went at the dinner party. I'm not going to argue bubble mailers with Cooter as he is smarter than I, but number 6s was a no-brainer. John, two people is not considered a party unless you are including your multiple personalities. John says, fun fact, turf is a term used to describe both artificial and natural playing surfaces. I guess that's a good point. The old turf toe. I guess I will agree. It's not really an opinion. I guess it's an actual definition. Turf, the definition. So, fun fact: leg is a term to describe both an artificial and human one. Scott says, "Good morning from the left coast. What's going on?" Dan's in the house. Happy Saturday. Cooter says, "Hey Dan, from one girl dad to another." Merle's here. Good morning. John says, can we get a readout on Supply Hut's charitable donations before we commit? Merle says, I just realized I've bought 2 orders of cards recently from Jason on here off eBay. Thank you, Jason. He does a great job shipping cards. All right. Good deal. Zach says, be careful on taking advice from Cooter. His day job is telling people how to buy stuff for less money without ever using the actual thing and understanding if it's truly the better option. John has a serious question. After Pearl Jam plays their set of shitty songs, they come out to do a few more shitty songs. What's that part of the show called? An encore? I don't know. Oh, John, you bastard. Oh, you got me. Moving on. Zach says, I agree with Keating pronunciation on envelope. However, John, it's well established that our language makes no sense. So using encore as a way to determine how we say envelope is a corn sweat game. Touche. So I went to Walmart yesterday. They did have the Score a Treat football, $30 for basically it's $120 or 120 cards, $30. Good. That's a good deal. Now, these are basically cards. They're cheap. These are perfect for handing out, which is what they're made for, handing out to kids at Halloween. And as I was opening these, I thought, you know what? Maybe I should hand these. Maybe I should have a bowl of Score a Treat cards and then candy. And then whoever gets the Score a Treat, there's a Madison Card Show business card attached to the packs of cards. Boom, double whammy. So I might do that. I've got 2 months to prepare. Here we are talking about Halloween already. It's not even September. So Score a Treat. So I think it's like this is actually a pretty cool idea to keep around until Halloween. Hand these out at Halloween time. Of course, the kids aren't going to care about like. Here we talk about and here. Okay, here's the argument. I'm going to argue with myself. We talk about great for the kids. We give the kids the cheap, shitty paper stock. I mean, they're paper thin. Just shitty paper stock, crappy, cheap cards for the kids. You ever been to a card show and see what the kids carry today? They've all got Zion and Pelican cases and $1,000 cards in there. They don't want these crappy cards. Now, maybe for a 4-year-old, maybe they're up for the cheap one. Cooter says, don't stay up too late on Halloween. You have a flight to catch the next day. It's no problem. Me staying up late is not an issue. Not at all. So this is how Bo writes off his trick or treat stuff. There you go. It's a business market. It's a marketing expense. So great price point. You know, it's what it's about $0.25 a card, which is too much. But it's about a third of the price of most on a per card basis, most unopened product these days, new unopened product. But the paper quality, I think it was mentioned yesterday in the chat that the paper quality on these cards is pretty shitty. It's really cool. It's really cool though. My one knock on this, from like just an opening stamp. So I bought one box just for myself. I wanted to see. My one knock is there's 40 packs of 3 cards each. Now here's the thing. If you're opening all 40 packs, it's annoying because you've got to open 40 packs for 3 cards. That's not the point, though. The point is you're handing these out to kids at Halloween. You're not breaking them open on the couch like I did yesterday afternoon. So I wouldn't go out and buy a whole bunch of these boxes to rip. Again, these are all going to be, for the most part, some of the rookies will be like $1.75. But pretty much everything else is going to be 99 cents in my eBay store. So this is what they look like. Again, the paper stocks, super cheap. There are serial numbered cards. I didn't, out of the 120, I don't think I got any serial. I don't even know how to, I don't know if they're foils or what. But it's really cool. It's got veterans, obviously veterans, rookies, and Hall of Famers in different, like here's Josh Allen, obviously a lot of the current stars, Mahomes are in here. Oh, hey, I didn't even notice. Here's Braylon Allen, Wisconsin Badger. Didn't even notice him in there. Travis Kelce. I think I pulled some of the Hall of Fame guys. Jalen Hurts. So it's a fun little rip. This is probably, well, I don't know if Caleb Williams is on. I don't know what the checklist is, but I did not get a Caleb Williams if he is in the set. I think probably the most valuable card that I pulled is probably going to be a $2.50 card on eBay. It's the Marvin Harrison Jr. Other rookies, you've got Spencer Rattler. You've got Michael Penix Jr. You've got J.J. McCarthy. Unfortunately, he went down with a season-ending injury. Some other Dallas Turner. Jaden Daniels. So I got most of the quarterbacks. Did not get Roma Dunze. Did not get Caleb Williams. But Score a Treat. I don't know what the SKUs are like at Costco. I think those are like 100 pack boxes. Walmart was 40 packs for $30. I think it's a much cheaper buy at Costco. Again, my Costco didn't have any. I think there's a basketball set as well. I did not see basketball. Phil Sims in the house. He says, no Caleb Williams in Score a Treat. Okay. Well, that blows. There's also Pokemon for anybody that does that. So Score a Treat. I wouldn't recommend going out for a rip and flip. If you want to put a set, it's a huge set. It's like 400 card set. So if you're a set builder, it's a perfect low cost set build. But the main reason is handing them out at Halloween for kids, which is in 2 months. So release these kind of early. But I think I might pick some up and do my little Madison. We get a ton of trick or treaters here, so it's hopefully somebody sees it, and there you go. Back into the chat. Where are we at? Merle says, can I get in a break for these? There probably is breaks. I would recommend not getting in a break. It wouldn't even be worth. It would be probably overpriced on the break. You'd probably be better off finding singles on eBay. I'm sure you can get them for, well, you can get mine for 99 cents, free shipping, whenever I list them, which probably won't be until Monday. John says, no thanks. I'll stick to garage sale repacks. You get that price per card down pretty cheap on the garage sale repacks. Max is in the house. Man buys kids trick-or-treat product for business and complains because it's made for trick-or-treat and not his business. Moving on. I don't know where Max is listening to the wrong channel, apparently. I just said I wouldn't recommend buying these to rip and flip or buying these for that, because they are meant for Halloween. They are meant for handing out at trick-or-treating. So there you go. John says, only way to get my million Dale Barricard goal. Dan says, do you snort some lines when looking through your Dales? John says, that's a sensitive subject. You know how much blow that never made it past that mustache. Is Marvin Harrison Jr. in anything? I heard Fanatics is suing him. Not sure what's going on there. Apparently, he's in Panini products. He's in this one. Fanatics. So I think the issue with Marvin Harrison Jr., I think he signed an exclusive with Topps for autographs, but I think the claim is he's claiming he didn't sign the contract. I think that's the lawsuit. So he will be, because he's a member of the Players Association, he's in Panini products, and Panini still holds the license for the NFL. Another year or two left. I can't remember. One ends in 2025, either NBA or NFL, and one ends in 2026. So Marvin Harrison Jr. will be in Panini NFL products this year. He'll probably eventually be in Fanatics products. But yes, there is a pending lawsuit. And I think the issue is he signed an exclusive autograph contract, but now Marvin Harrison Jr. is stating he did not sign that contract. Cooter says, is Berra on your all rehab team? The 85 Mets are well represented. Phil says, Marvin Jr. and Bo Nix, the best pulls. Crazy thing is, on eBay, they are like $50. LOL. For these boxes. Max says, complained about too many packs. I'm on the right channel. Well, yeah, if you're ripping, yes. But that's not the point of the product. I don't see the disconnect here. Where's the disconnect? Brian says, why you skipped my comment about bubble mailers on Amazon? 10 cents each, 500 for 50. Because I didn't see it. I'm censoring you. Does anybody else see Brian Wolf's comment? This is the last comment I see from Brian Wolf. That's the only comment I see. And then this one. 10 cents each, 500 for 50. Okay. Well, I'll go to Amazon and see what they got. Bubble mailers. Those are 4x8s. What's 4x8? I like 6x10, but 4x8 might work. Ooh, 4x8s are really small. Those are the small ones. Those are good for like small orders. Do they have the 6x10s? Here, what's this? Oh, that's 250 for $50. If you can find 6x10s for that price, I'm all in. But the 4x's are too small. John says he's saying his dad signed it instead. Marv Sr. is a true thug, by the way. Phil Sims says, yes, for the score treat boxes, $50. Wow. Max says this whole Harrison Jr. bullshit is the aftermath of the NIL. They think they can do whatever they want. Dad should be in jail anyways. John says, why did you skip over my comment about phonetic pronunciation of Encore? Encore? What about Houston? What about the former stadium name and why we have the Sarbanes-Oxley Act? It wasn't Enron. It was Enron. Yes. Take that, John Keating. It's not Enron, it's Enron. I don't really have anything else to talk about. Pearl Jam today. I'll be heading down to Chi-Town, Wrigley Field, Pearl Jam. See what they have in the merch tent. No trading cards this year, which is a bummer, but maybe get a poster. I don't know if I'm going to get too much because I'm just hauling shit around. So I don't know if I want to buy a whole bunch of merch, or I guess I could wait till after the show. That's what I did in, I think, 2016. That's what we did. Or no. We went in 2018, I think, is we went after. John says, have you laid your clothes out for the concert yet? I'm just going to wear what I'm wearing now. No special concert clothes. In before C, except after E. Have you checked your car battery yet? Oh, yeah. We don't want a repeat of the 2023 or 2022 Cubs convention. Eddie Vedder is turning into the old woman behind the counter, the elderly woman behind the counter. I use 5x9. 5x9. Oh, wrong screen. 5x9. See, that's the problem. This is the issue I have with Amazon. It's really hard to search, and they always bump up the sponsored ones first. Can you just send me a link? Because it takes me forever to find this shit. 6x9, 250 pack for $35. 6x10s. And I don't care if they're if they're the polys or the paper. So yeah, if you have a link, let me know. Merle says his wife lays out his outfit for him. No, she does not. Yes, Yens is what I use as well. Order 500 every other month. Kyle says, good morning. On the road, missed most of the show already. Not really. We haven't really talked about it. Well, that's kind of every day. Do you have a special hacky sack you take to the Pearl Jam drum circles, or do you just grab the one on the top of the hacky sack tub? Remember when hacky sacks were like all the rage? I get that was probably in the mid-90s. I had some hacky sack. I had a Pepsi hacky sack. Remember Pepsi points? I didn't go through enough Pepsi to get like a fighter jet, but or I wasn't smart enough to trick the system like that dude did. But I remember having a Pepsi hacky sack. What else did I get? That's about it. I didn't really have that many Pepsi points. Merle says, make sure you go into the right entrance at Wrigley Field, or is it entrance? Oh, we're going back and forth. Entrance. Yes, entrance. It's not an entrance. Thank you, Merle. I'm like, wait, you got me. Entrance, envelope, Enron. I use polys, though, because I need bigger size for video games, serve dual purpose for me. I do prefer polys, but I won't, like, it's not a deal breaker. For cards, you can get by with the craft paper or the polys. Max says, I picture the circle jerks John is talking about with guys in flannels, baggy hats, and IPAs. Is that accurate? Not at Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam's just a bunch of dudes like me. Flannels, baggy hats, and IPAs is more. There's probably some IPA. There's a lot of IPA drinkers. No baggy hats. No flannels. No, not at Pearl Jam. Let's see. Cooter says you had a hacky sack. I had a job. Merle says I've got 2 Simpsons hacky sacks. They may both be in my eBay store. Very nice. Envelope. It's not envelope. It's envelope. You need to purchase your football trick or treat in GameStop. There you go. I haven't stepped foot in a GameStop ever. I don't think I've ever been into a GameStop. The last gaming store I went into was probably Electronics Boutique. Is that even still around? Back in probably 2001. Hearts and farts, they fade away. I see what you did there. Potheads, there's probably going to be some pot smoking. It's illegal in Illinois, which it should be everywhere. But I wouldn't say it's like overly crowded with pot. I mean, you're gonna smell pot at every concert you go to. Cooter says, stop saying Enron. That cost me the job when you were playing with your hacky sack. John says, if necessary, will you temporarily identify as a woman to avoid the long men's room lines tonight? What show? What? Oh, Lady Gaga. There were 0 lines. There were women going into the men's restrooms because obviously it was like a lot more women at the Lady Gaga concert than men. And kind of like at Pearl Jam, there's probably going to be a lot of dudes. There's a lot of women that go to Pearl Jam, but yes, it's going to be probably far more men than women. Brian says use eBay money for cardboard mailer 5x7. That's what I do. Awesome for raw cards over 20. I don't use the cardboard mailers. I use my eBay for the bubble mailers. So that's kind of how we started the conversation. Was I typically my $50 goes for the quarter. And then when I'm out, I can re-up. And so usually I have a nice steady stream of bubble mailers that it's timed just right, just in time. However, lately I've been selling a lot of more multi-card orders, more higher cards that go into a bubble mailer. So I ran out this week, and that's why I went and made my Walmart run. I had to get some backup bubble mailers to get me through until my current eBay order came in. So, but as I crunch quicker and quicker, eventually here, probably in the next 2 quarters, I'll probably have to put in a bulk order of bubble mailers. Low Roller Scratcher says GameStop Topps Chrome Blaster baseball is cheaper than Walmart. John says I'll hit the GameStop right after my stop at Circuit City to pick up floppies. There you go. Dude busts my chihuahuas for going to Sarah McLachlan, and he's out there poker facing. That was for my wife. Now, my wife is a big Lady Gaga fan. Bought the tickets for my wife. It's not something I wouldn't be going to Lady Gaga on my own. Going to Pearl Jam on my own. Wouldn't go to Lady Gaga on your own. Red Light says you've been shipping my shit in boxes. So yes, so bigger orders. I do put in like 100 card orders. I'll put those in a box in a bubble mailer. So if it's like 50 cards or less, 60, 70 cards or less, I'll ship them in a bubble mailer. But if it's like 100 cards or more, they'll go in a box. And I think because you had a pretty big order, right? I can't remember. But yes, I did ship one of your orders in a box. T206 Kid says, been a while since I've seen a good concert. Last one was the old Christian metal band Striper. Wow. That's a name I haven't heard. Who would have thought a Striper reference would come around in 2024? Wow. Striper. The last concert, I'm not a concert goer. I rarely go to shows. I don't know the last concert I went to. I'm trying to think. Nothing comes to mind. It might have been Lady Gaga. No. Lady Gaga was in like 2017. Last Pearl Jam show was 28. Would 28? No. Pearl Jam's been to Wrigley since 2018, right? Maybe not. Because their other show in Chicago was at the United Center. So I think this is the first Wrigley show for Pearl Jam since 18. I didn't go to the United Center show. I went to the Pumpkins. That would have been 2019. Have I been to a concert since COVID? I don't think so. I mean, not like a big show. Red Light 34 says going to put in another big order soon. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Still have some floppies, John, if you need some. Still have my Commodore 64. Nice. Herman's in the house. Happy Saturday. Herman's got his Georgia Bulldogs in action today. We had the Wisconsin bet. I'm glad I chose high school football to watch last night instead of the Badgers. They played Western Michigan, which should have been like a 42-0 game, and it was 28-14. Not looking good for the Badgers in that game. So hopefully it's not a repeat of last season. So yeah, but I won't be watching any football today, though. Bradley says, not happy to see summer go, but now that it has ended, hello card shows again. There you go. Yeah, this I've already, now I'm scaling back on dealers at the Madison Card Show, which is coming up. I think I did put a new banner, September 28th. We'll put that banner. It's been a while since we've put a Madison Card Show banner up. And this is the time, like Bradley, a lot of other dealers and customers that walk the show will start coming back to shows after the summer. No vacations, no summer sports for kids. And now we're back to 140 tables. So the waiting list grows and grows and grows. Turned dozens of dealers down already for September 28th. Sheraton Hotel, John Nolan Drive. Free admission. Come out and see us. 1 month away. Brian says, I use bubble mailers for slabs, cardboard mailer for raw cards. See, I use typically, now I did send the Torkelson slab that I just shipped off. I did put that in a bubble mailer. Basically anything over $100, I'll send in a box. Under $100, bubble mailer. And depends on count. If it's like 100 card order, that's going to go into a box inside a bubble mailer. And then, if it's, I'm basically shipping ESE. So, 80%, 85% of my orders are ESE. So in just a plain white envelope and then bubble mailer and then, box if it requires. So I don't use the cardboard mailers for anything. Lady Gaga greater than Pearl Jam, says Max. But Max, how can you say that? You don't even know a Pearl Jam song. How do you know? Yesterday, Max says, I don't even know I've never heard a Pearl Jam song, yet he says Lady Gaga is better than Pearl Jam. Your opinion doesn't matter here in that debate. Shaunist Gingerkilt Haggis McFaggus McBagpipe says, I have a floppy in my pants. SoCal Guy 1967 says, wow, Striper played at my high school during lunch a couple times back in the Man, times are tough when you're playing high school cafeterias. Man, I thought county fairs were bad. Striper took it to another level. High school cafeterias. Herman says, my last concert was Kane Brown. That'd be a good one. Made the decision, then it would be my last indoor concert. It was awful. Okay, I do not like indoor concerts. That's why I don't really go to many concerts. It's like, and I didn't go to Pearl Jam at United Center. I don't want to go to, I hate indoor shows. So I'm with you on that. Myrtle says, this weekend should be used for putting PC cards in binders. There you go. Max says, sure it does. Heard one song, all I need. Cooter says, you skipped my Gaga comment. Be afraid. I am not skipping anybody's comments. The last comment I saw from Cooter was Enron. So I'm not censoring anybody. YouTube might be. Styx played my sister's prom. Wow. I didn't even know that was a thing, unless Styx was like a high school band. But I know how old Dan is, unless your sister's way older than you. And Styx was in high school or playing the prom circuit as high school or college kids. I didn't know high school cafeterias and proms were a thing for has-been bands. I thought casinos and county fairs were the lowest of the bunch. Bratfest. I thought Bratfest was about as worse as it gets. Queensryche playing Bratfest. Merle says, and they played during a high school lunch. LOL. Striper. Today at lunch. Get your patty melt and listen to Striper. Says, have we actually determined yet with all this food talk in the past if Bo is actually going to go to Pearl Jam or Pearl Jelly? Oh, I see what you did there. We had the jam versus jelly debate this week. Is it Pearl Jam or is it Pearl Jelly? Remember green jelly? They did Three Little Pigs back in the early 90s. My favorite Green Jelly song was Misadventures of Shit Man. Now that's some good. Now, I was also like 12 years old when this came out, I was the perfect demographic for Green Jelly and their song Misadventures of Shit Man. Green Jelly, little pig, let me in. Not by the hair of our chinny chin chin. And then we had Misadventures of Shit Man was a great one. I want to play it, but then YouTube's censoring. So I wonder if I didn't do the kid, but some of the stuff it's censoring is weird stuff. I wonder if I did it like not, usually I put not for kids. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what YouTube's up to this morning. Brian says, Buddy has me going through Hoarder Relative House. Holding 60 to 90-year-old comics of Superman and Spider-Man is really cool. Very nice. SoCal Guy says the Striper lunch concerts were when they were just starting out. Okay. So that makes sense. So this was on their way up, not on their way down. Brian says harder to grade than Cards, those comics. T206 Kid says the Kentucky State Fair, the Oak Ridge Boys are the staple, the Oak Ridge Boys. We had, and I interviewed whoever it was. They were playing like one of the county fairs, Confederate Railroad, I think. Was it Confederate Railroad or Grand Funk? I think it was Confederate Railroad. Two completely different bands. Confederate Railroad, I think. Let's see. Max says, sounds like that Jeremy song from yesterday. Come on, man. Bratfest equals worst. YouTube may have deemed my comment as a threat. Uh-oh. All right, so that's what I had for today. I'm going to do some shipping before I head out to see Pearl Jam. So no Hobby Evolution tomorrow morning. Hey, coming up at 10 o'clock is Hobby Hotline. I think Uncle Rich is on this morning. I think Uncle Rich and Dr. Jim Beckett are on the panel this morning over on Hobby Hotline. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Hit up my eBay store link in the description, 99centcards.com. Buy 7 or more at regular price. You'll save 25% off at checkout. Don't forget, I have auctions. There are auctions in my eBay store ending Tuesday night, non-sports and other random sports in my eBay store. Let's see. How's the bidding going? Let's share the screen. So before we go, check out my eBay auctions. Am I sharing the screen? I think so. There we go. So we've got, wait a second, wrong screen. There we go. All right. So we've got Coco Gauff. We've got autograph of Jerome Krabby of James Bond 007. That's at $1.30, 99-cent shipping on these. A Toby Miller snowboarding autograph from Skybox Metal, only 99-cent bid. We've got some NASCAR in the auctions this week. Ryan Repko autograph, currently at 99 cents. We've got a race-used fire suit from Casey Kane, numbered out of 145. That's at 99 cents. The Mills Lane, holy shit. This was a card that buy it now I would have listed for probably $2.50. It's currently at $3.25 plus shipping. And this is a card that I expected at this point the Justin Leonard dual fabric relic from Upper Deck. I figured that would be at $3.25 and the Mills Lane would be at 99 cents. The Pieces of the Past Norman Rockwell painting relic is at $1.30. Here's another NASCAR auto, Kaz Gralla. No bids on that one yet. Victory Lane autograph, Michael Annett, numbered out of 300. That's got a bid at 99 cents. This is Richard. Thanks to Kyle for pointing this out. Thad Moffat, Richard Petty's grandson, is currently at 99 cents on the bids. We've got some Walking Dead wardrobe relics. No bids on these. 99-cent opening bid. Here's a dual fabric of Tom Lehman and Jerry Kelly. It's numbered out of 200. No bids yet on that. The Gene Tunney Churchman's is at $5.50. Joanna Jedrzejek, butchering her name. I don't know how to pronounce it. No bids. Thiago Santos, relic out of 149. No bids on that. We've got some race used car covers. Mark Martin, Rusty Wallace, and Ryan Newman. All of these have $1.25 as the high bid. Chuck Liddell, Fire, out of 142 is currently at $1.25. Here's a soccer refractor, numbered out of 125. No bids yet. The Churchman's Max Schmeling is at $3.25. Spider-Man, insert from 95 Fleer Ultra, one bid, 99 cents. SI for Kids, Jesse Owens does not have a bid. Neither does the Steve Aoki first pitch card. We've got a couple F1s, Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. Topps Chrome F1, no bids yet. We've got a Pokemon lot, 99 cents, 10 cards in this lot. I don't know what they consist of, so check it out. Sports Illustrated for Kids, a monster lot, 100 cards, all SI for Kids, including Derek Jeter, Ken Griffey Jr., Wayne Gretzky, Shaquille O'Neal. It's currently at $26.69. We've got a Upper Deck The Cup, Mark Savard, the Bruins, numbered out of 100. It's got a bid at 99 cents. Brianna Scurry, soccer player, relic out of Ginter. It's at no bids at 99 cents. The Upper Deck Piece of Hollywood, costume relic from Austin Powers, does have a bid, 99 cents. Topps Chrome Refractor, Georges St. Pierre is at 99 cents. That's about a $20 card, $15, $20 card. Shannon Box, Team USA Panini Americana relic, out of 199, only has a 99-cent bid. Diego Maradona, another SI for Kids card, that's at 99 cents. Willie Nelson, Panini Golden Age, a mini. The Hindu Brownback mini is at 99 cents. So check those auctions out. They end Tuesday night. And we will go live. I'll go live on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central, and we'll count down the auctions. I do have plans on running another weekly auction starting Tuesday night. It's going to be baseball themed, so I've got some fun stuff lined up for starting Tuesday night to go on 7-day auction. All right, last couple comments. Merle says, you were marketing to kids because you were talking Score-a-Treat pickups. I wonder if is that right? Is that right? Does YouTube know that? As long as it wasn't B&O Railroad. Low Roller says you can buy baseball tickets for the Cardinals for $1. Nobody's going to the game. Sal Dougie, good morning. Happy Saturday. I did not see Sal Dougie on Saturday, but I saw his wife, and I heard you have a big trip coming up to go watch the Packers in Brazil. That's freaking awesome. So have fun. Good luck. Or safe travels, not good luck. Safe travels. Not good luck. We don't want the Packers to win. But for you, I do. For you, I do. As long as they weren't playing the Bears. All right. That's all for today. Like, subscribe, hit up my eBay store, 99centcards.com. If you're interested in any of those cards that we just showed, put some bids in and tune in on Tuesday night as we count those auctions down. Have a great weekend. I'll be back Monday morning, 7-ish, 7 a.m. Central for Hobby Evolution. No show tomorrow. I'm headed to go see Pearl Jam. Have a great weekend. See you Monday.